Hello everybody, this is Sara, Queen of Arts, and this is your psychic insight and guidance for the month of August 2023. Now we've got two big full moons this month, and rare blue supermoon, which is going to bring a lot of energy and new vibrations. And we've got the Lion's Gateway on the 8th of August as well, which is going to be opening up to new coding and downloads. So it's really important this month to be in your flow, really focus on the present. We're in Venus retrograde from the start, and then we're going to be coming into Mercury retrograde too. So things may be a little bit topsy-turvy. You may feel yourself being triggered more than usual, being irritated by certain things. But if you are aware of all these triggers as they happen, you can turn them around and look from a different perspective. This is time to have a fresh outlook, but from the inside out rather than the outside in. If you're someone that's always looking further into the distance, looking ahead to the future, which really hasn't happened yet, and is a goal, yes, that's wonderful, granted, but could change at any time and could still be adaptable and still open to possibilities, then it's important to kind of bring it back to something closer in mind that is doable and is controllable. And the one thing we do have control of is ourselves, what we do next, what we think, what we choose to say to people, how we communicate. When Mercury goes retrograde from the 22nd, it's going to be really highlighting communication as usual. Things may slow down even more than they already are. But this is a great time to look at the value of communication, the beauty of communication, because Venus being retrograde is showing us the value and the beauty of things, the simplicity of things, the rare quality of certain things we have in our lives. Whatever you do, lay off from doing massive shopping sprees this month, just for the sake of it, just to get yourself to feel better. You know, remember those little fixes that we look for when we're on a little bit of a downer. Yes, celebrate. Yes, congratulate yourself. Yes, give yourself some rewards. But make sure that they are doable ones and that they are special. You know, if you're going to go out and you're going to cheer yourself up and spend time with friends, then spend time with valuable people and make it a really special night. Do something different. It doesn't have to cost a lot, but it could be something you've never done before. Maybe you want to try something new, you know, go out with a group of friends rather than just your partner. Or maybe you want to try a singles night, something like that. The only thing I would say about going out and meeting new people right now, if that's on your agenda and you're looking for love, is just be aware of being transfixed with something that is in front of you, that maybe people are just as needy as you and wanting love, and they may be kind of overdoing it, giving you more than necessary or milking it, you know, and you may be taken in by something that just kind of fades out after the retrograde changes, okay? This isn't a great time to kind of, I would say, commit to great big decisions like, you know, long haul relationships when you've only just met 3 seconds ago, you know, or discussing having a great big get together at Christmas when you've only been on 2 dates. You know, this isn't the time to start making those decisions. Just enjoy, have some fun. It's more important than anything. And remember, when you want the love back, it comes from within. If you're giving love out and you're just giving love for the sake of it, and actually it's just because it's a nice thing to do, you are going to actually receive more. Not because you're giving love because you want something back. It's like giving someone a call because you just want them to say they miss you, or giving someone a call because you're looking for a little bit of support. You may not get that this month, all right? Now, I do see some massive shifts happening, though, and some opportunities coming through for some people, especially around the 17th of the month. Be open to negotiations around that time, because for some of you, there may be some important ones revolving around house moves. I'm getting like new settings evolving from small acorns. There will be big trees, but when they're saying that, they're saying go small. Think big, but start small. Take small chunks of the apple, small bites day by day. Get something done each day. Congratulate yourself for the achievement. You know, if you spent even if it is just making a wonderful meal and you've spent a long time going through the recipe, working through things methodically, and then you've come up with a wonderful creation, actually congratulate yourself for that. It could seem simple to some people, or maybe not much, and maybe it's not a great extravagance, but in your eyes it is, because you've completed something, or maybe you've never cooked before and this is the first time and you're choosing something simple like a toasted sandwich. Does it matter if you're following a recipe and you get a good result? Right, so there's rewards coming this I'm saying this week, because I actually feel the first week of August is going to be very, very productive. But lay off the pressure, okay? Lay off pressuring things. I'm seeing people with issues around their cars, to do with exhaust, or pumping something through the back of the car. I'm seeing people looking at that and kind of like a backlash of stuff if you're pushing too hard. So I think this is a sign that, if you've got an old vehicle that you've had to repair over and over again, sometimes it's best to just let go of it and stop trying and stop throwing loads of money at it. This is a time to consider renewal. You may not have the opportunity right now, but Spirit is saying if you start creating a strategy, a structure to bring in a new vehicle, even if you start saving, say, $10 or £10 a week, and you say, right, I'm going to have this pot for my new car, you will start actually bringing in windfalls. You may start with $10 or $20 in the first 2 or 3 weeks, but maybe in the fourth week you'll have a lottery win. Okay, so it's actually the proactiveness and the intention that you're putting out there is what will bring something back. There's a lot to be had if you are focusing on your well-being. Now, this does not mean go and have excess beauty treatments, a nose job, plastic surgery of any kind. Don't go away from the norm. If you maybe just go and have your eyelashes tinted, or, and it's something you do every month anyway, or get your nails done, that's fair enough, because that's kind of like a routine that you would do in general. But if you're doing something extravagant you've never tried before, like dyeing your hair a different colour, or maybe cutting long hair really, really short into a crop cut, this isn't the time to do it, because you can guarantee in about 5 weeks' time you're going to be really, really unimpressed by what comes. And I'm seeing somebody in particular who will be listening to this, who will cut their hair or want to cut the hair really long, right? Or will be considering it. I've got long, really straight hair, and seeing a picture in a magazine and thinking I could crop that short. And then later on seeing an opportunity to go into some kind of competition or to show off their long locks later that could be really a benefit. It could be to do with some kind of working opportunity as well. But I feel like the change is coming because they think that if they cut the hair, they're going to fit more into what's new. If they're into modelling, for instance, it might be that all the new models have got short hair and long hair's out kind of thing. But you can guarantee it will come back in, because it's just the energy right now which is changing things up. People are looking for something else. So they're all going, oh, mate, maybe it should be about short hair. But then later on they'll realise that actually it's all about having both. It's not one or the other. And that, this is about loving who you are, what you are, and seeing your own potential. I'm seeing interviews coming in thick and fast for some of you, like kind of 6 or 8 at a time, where you've been sending out lots of messages and wanting something back. All of a sudden you're getting recalls, you're getting returns, things are coming back. It's like you just open your door and there it is sitting on the doorstep, and you're kind of like, all this delay has been for a bigger reason. It's been delayed to prevent you jumping into something. It's been to do with divine timing and the better options coming in. Some of you being advised to go and seek some legal help, some advice where a matter is concerned. I feel like this has been put off for a long time. I feel like this is a family matter, and this is a male particularly that I'm picking up on, or some males. It could be more than one person. I mean, we do all go through similar things. It's amazing the theme that occurs at the same time with everyone. I feel like this is to do with a younger member, and that this male needs to go and get some advice about parenting, or, maybe just access. And it's been put off for a while because of the excuses or avoidance. And it's about not upsetting somebody. Okay, if that is you, then you'll be guiding to go and get some advice, because there are better options and there's more out there now than there was. It isn't all a closed door. That's what Spirit is telling you. There is a lot of abundance on an emotional level. Again, if you look to yourself, if you look to the qualities you have and you start loving the inside out, this is a great time for you to be focusing on a good diet. Okay, if you want to go for a detox, this is a good thing to change, because this is good for your well-being. But don't get to the point where you're stressing yourself out by it and making yourself miserable, or you're starting to restrict yourself in other areas. Okay, that's when a good thing goes bad. It's all about balance, guys. The second chance is coming on an emotional level. People may start coming back into your life. I've got, for some people, like 2 or 3 people getting in contact. They're all reminders. These are not necessarily answers to, or messages to get back with people. This is a reminder of what was past. This is an opportunity to tie up loose ends. This is a time to close doors. If you look back to a time when maybe, say, 3 people come back into your life, if you can connect to those 3 people in one particular theme, it could all be to do with that these are people you fell out with because of value. It will all be linked to value somewhere, okay? This could be that they're all different. They've come in at different stages of your life, but they've come at the end of a cycle in your life, that they're all to do with links to changes career and actually bettering yourself. Ask yourself, what have you been looking for? What have you been asking for? What is your biggest wish been? And why are these people coming back? Because they're all linked to it. They're linked to making changes. They could be all linked to something you're avoiding or not wanting to do, or linked to your fears being triggered as well. You're being reminded that things are different now. You are different, and that things can be better. And for those of you who are feeling very negative about the world right now, if you take back something for yourself and you start making your life something positive in however much you have, however little you have, if you can find some joy within that lifestyle, you are a winner. Okay, really consider that. I'm seeing some governmental changes happening, and some swift changes around the 3rd and 4th week of August. Something may come to a standstill, but I'm also seeing a big release of funds of something, some assets coming out, something being revealed, and it's opening up a can of worms on a completely another level. This is there's something to do with the food chain, exports, imports is going to be changing. I'm seeing a rush coming in, things starting to speed up as well in many areas. There's something to do with a rotten fruit, or something that has gone rotten. It's been left too long, and so it has to be redevised, replanned, restructured. I'm getting something to do with a singing sensation, something massive, major change there. This could be somebody passing that everyone is really shocked about. Or it could be a huge rise to fame, but something is changing here. There's a lot of spiritual activity around relationships and help. Okay, ask your guardian angels to help you, and think about what is more powerful, what is more beneficial, what is more energetic, what is more proactive in getting a result. Spirit is saying, free yourself from emotional ties or feeling tied with other people's emotional projections, influences, manipulations. It's less effort this month. Spirit is saying with less effort you will get more results. And that doesn't mean that you don't put focus into yourself, but it's about being a try-hard. If you're a try-hard and you're constantly push, you're just going to stress yourself out and end up exhausted. and waste time when you could be doing something productive that actually changes the energy and lightens the energy. I'm seeing more confidence with some returns, people coming back into our lives who are coming across more confident and more focused. So if any of you have lost touch with somebody or felt worried about somebody and their well-being, you may find that they come back and they've made a massive change and you didn't need to do anything. Venus in Leo is linked to ego as well. Okay, so many of us are going to want to be praised and given the recognition. But again, step back, give yourself the recognition. This is the biggest message this month. Focus less on what is going on outside. There could be some massive weather changes going on, and I'm seeing an announcement on the news about some kind of tornado or some massive whirlwind coming in, which could sweep out. I feel like this is the United States, but it's linked to something on the Gulf Coast as well. I'm just getting a lot of shattering glass, like a hurricane of some kind, but as quickly as it's there, as quickly as it will be gone. It's something that will be seen on a satellite. It's not a collision coming to the earth, but there seems to be something creating or eroding or corrosion going on up in the skies, and this is creating a cause and effect. And I'm seeing the oceans lift and maybe a wave coming somewhere. So keep safe, guys. Focus on your self-love. Be around those you love and give them love, give them hugs, give them just give it out. Be open to it without anything back. And I guarantee this month there will be many rich rewards. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please go to my website, www.saraperry.me, and look out for my app. That is coming out soon. And also follow the Venus Retrograde Challenge, 30-day challenge on Facebook. It's free to do. And all it is about changing the energy shift, is starting to look to yourself, just prioritizing yourself a little bit each day. And when you start doing this is the beginning of a road to self-love. It is the beginning of a road to higher self-worth and higher value. It's an opportunity to create a simple new routine into your life which shows that you matter, and when you do that, the universe will again reward. So if you go at Win Possible on Facebook